looks good.
Sweet.
Welcome to Crafting Cars Podcast, Happy Tuesdays Podcast, episode 6.
Yep.
Lauren, thanks for joining us. If you haven't checked out episode 5 with my boy Logan, check it out.
Watch it.
That video got like the lowest views.
It's pretty funny though. I think
But it's a good one. And it's the first podcast with a good audio setup.
I was gonna say the good audio, and you did a little bit more editing on the video.
Yeah. We had like special segments in there that he set up. It was really fun. So if you guys enjoy like the new audio now, how it sounds, plug it in. Plug in that aux cord, listen to it on your way to work. My buddy Trung Dang said he listened to it on his commute on the way home, and it made his commute. So
we love Trung Dang.
I don't know.
I never met him, but I love you. I love you.
Yeah, supporters like him are why we keep doing what
that's
we do.
crazy.
So, yeah, from like day one.
Yeah, what a good guy.
So, that's cool. So shout out Trung Dang.
Yeah, we haven't shouted out Trung Dang in a while.
We haven't. No, he's a real one. Besides for the giveaways. I think he's won a couple things in the giveaways.
Yeah, did you ever see him?
Yeah, I said
okay.
so. Yeah.
I was like, did you end up sending him stuff?
So yeah, episode 6. I'm here with my girlfriend, my fiance, Lauren Larson. Why did I just call you my fiance? What's that on your hand?
Oh my god, guys,
We got some exciting news.
I don't know.
I popped the question.
What? He popped the question. Wait.
We're engaged.
Yeah.
And I bet you guys, I bet you want to know how I did it.
Yeah, I bet.
And for those at home that don't want to know how I did it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell them anyway. So it all starts out with asking the father. You know, I'm a traditional boy. If people see me on the street, they say, that Afton guy.
He's traditional.
He's traditional. Exactly.
He's a real meat and potatoes kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. So what I did, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What I did was, so what happened was, while Lauren was at work, her dad was just getting back from a fishing trip. I knew this because I had texted him.
Oh, and we went over the week before for his birthday.
Yeah, so I had some insight. And and I knew, this was on a Friday, and I knew that the weekend after that Friday, I wanted to propose. On Sunday, I wanted to propose at a pumpkin patch, something that Lauren had been hinting at for a long time. People are always like, oh, did Lauren expect it or whatever? She'd been expecting it since like 1 month of dating.
Yeah, well, I did mention the pumpkin patch thing. I mentioned it like one time, and then you made like a big deal about remembering that.
I did, yeah.
And then it was like kind of obvious.
Yeah, I can't keep a secret.
And then like a month before, like last month, last month when you ordered the ring, because I had gotten you a treat. Sometimes I order him these lychee jellies off Amazon. He loves them.
Yep.
And so I told him.
Logan ate them on the last pod.
Oh yeah. And so then I told him, I was like, oh, I bought you a treat. And then he's like, oh, I got a really big surprise for you in the mail. And
I can't keep a secret to save my ass.
I was like, dude, I know what it is.
Like breadcrumb hints. I'm like, ooh, the mystery.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, okay, I know what it is.
Yeah. So lay it out, flip it, and reverse it back to where I was starting my story. Lauren was at work. I hopped into my 1992 Dodge Stealth and I drove over to her parents' house. And I texted her dad and I was like, hey, I'm gonna be at the house soon or whatever. I got a question for you. He's like, I'm not at the shop right now. I tell him, I'm not going to the shop.
Yeah.
I want to meet you at your house. I got a question to ask you. He's like, all right, I'll be there in 10 minutes. So I met him at the house and he was like unpacking from his fishing trip or whatever.
Yeah.
And you could tell that there was some tension in the air. But at the same time, I wasn't as nervous as I expected. I think I was on the phone with Autumn on my way over there.
Oh, were you?
We were
I don't think you told me that.
Yeah. But phone service sucks over there.
Yeah, it does.
It was like cutting out towards the end. I'm like,
I would
Autumn,
say, yeah.
I'm almost there. If you can hear me, wish your brother good luck. And a sibling, we are that kind of brother.
Yeah.
Wish your brother good luck. And let's see what I do here. And I pull up, he's unloading his truck, he's just like casually showing me pictures of the fish he caught on his trip, and we both know what's going down. He's asking me how my legend's doing, and I'll update you guys on that. And I'm like, well, can I say your dad's name?
That's fine.
Well, Larry, the reason I'm over here is I got to ask you a question. And he says, well, I think I already know what it's going to be. I'm like, well, yeah, I've been dating your daughter for a while. As you know, we've been living together for a while, and well, Larry, I'd like to marry her. I want to run it by you, ask your permission. He said, or get your blessing, basically.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, yeah. He was really excited.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I saw the softest side of Larry. He's a bit like gruff diesel mechanic kind of guy,
Yeah, he's rough around the edges, that's for sure.
And yeah, all of a sudden he turned into a real sweetheart. The smile on his face.
Oh, that's sweet.
And he gave me a hug. He told me he loved me.
That's nice.
And yeah, that'll get me every time. So yeah, nice little embrace there. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I know she's gonna say yes." I'm like, yeah, Larry, as if I had a doubt in my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wait,
no, I don't.
Are you? There's no takebacks.
No. No.
I didn't check the return policy on the ring, but
You didn't?
no.
Oh yeah, I don't know why you would need to. Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't nervous. It all felt very natural.
Yeah.
But after I asked him over, he was very excited. We shook hands like 3 or 4 different times. And then I was like,
You both probably felt a little awkward, a little anxious.
maybe, yeah, but at the same time, it felt right. It felt just natural.
Yeah.
Like, I tell some of my buddies too, like when I ordered the ring,
Yeah.
the biggest thing for me was just finding out, which one I think you'd like, the design. I wanted something low profile. You wanted a gemstone ring.
Yeah.
But I still wanted some diamonds on the side on that,
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful.
And you had sent me some inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, like 1 or 2 months of dating.
Yeah. Well, okay, not 1 or 2 months, but 1 or 2 months of the dating, we started living together.
Yeah, true.
Maybe like 6 to 8 months when we started talking about it.
Man, it's all a blur. That went by fast.
It went really quick, yeah.
But yeah, so picking out I'd say it's the hardest part, but even that wasn't too challenging because you sent me some inspiration photos that kind of led me right to where I wanted to go.
Yeah, I have pretty specific, not super specific, but specific enough ideas about like what I like.
Yeah.
But because I'm not like a big jewelry person.
No, me neither.
And I don't need anything. Oh God, not to be
Say it.
a judgy. I just hate the big rings, the big gaudy, chunky, square rings.
Not too practical.
No,
So-
I just don't like it.
Yeah, maybe I could find a photo of it or whatever off like my emails or something like that, or I could just take a nice photo. But
Yeah.
I'll throw it up on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm the same
It's
way.
beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I love the way it turned out.
Yeah,
And,
me too.
I'm the same way. I keep it low profile.
Yeah.
I wear an engagement ring too.
Yeah,
I bought one for myself. It's silicone, low profile.
I like it.
There is a thing right now. A couple of people told me like, why are you wearing an engagement ring? It's not traditional
I
for the
don't
man
get
to wear an
that.
engagement ring.
Yeah.
I don't care. I like wearing it.
Yeah.
And I've kind of wanted to wear rings anyway, so it like gives me an excuse to wear like a thick black
I
chunky
like
ring.
it.
And
Yeah.
it works with all my other.
And I think
Usually I
it's
wear all black.
I think it's
and-
nice that you wear it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that wasn't a thing that guys don't wear, like they also don't get themselves a ring right away.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't know
only wear their
that.
wedding band usually.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like,
I
that
didn't really know
seems
all the
weird.
details about it either.
Because it's like, why would only the girl? I don't know. I guess I've never done research into it, like on the rings and the tradition of it. Like,
Yeah. And then every religion's different or different cultures are
Really?
different. Yeah.
Oh,
So like some cultures, you wear it on the right hand, some you wear it on the left
oh
hand.
yeah,
Yeah. But put the ring on your wiener or something like that.
right.
So,
Yeah.
Everyone's into different
Get
things.
the old
but
Prince Albert.
I am traditional when it comes to the ring. So besides, yeah. I mean,
I like it. I think it's cute.
yeah, I'll wear it. So
Yeah.
anyway, so that process went really good, and like I went off on a crazy tangent there. But when I ordered the ring, it felt as though I was just ordering another part for a project.
Mm.
It just felt so natural, just like, oh, it's like, oh, I'm doing the head gaskets on the Legend. I got to order these head gaskets. Oh, I'm marrying Lauren. I want to order this ring. There was not a doubt in my mind,
Yeah.
which is cool because I always thought, like when I was younger, I'd be like, oh man, it's gonna get up to that day or whatever, and I'm gonna be scared to hit the checkout button.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking flinch.
Yeah.
It was so easy.
Yeah. You were definitely nervous though.
What, when I bought the ring?
No, when you proposed.
Oh, when I proposed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
I'm not. It was my first time doing
What?
that. It was not my first time making a big purchase online.
No, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
No, but
in that respect.
yeah. So I guess fast forward to when I popped the question.
Mm-hmm.
There we are at the pumpkin patch up in Taylor's Falls or St. Croix Falls area.
Yeah.
What was it? Jensen Pumpkin Patch.
Yeah, Jensen.
We've
That's
been to
what it
like
was.
3 now. The Pine
The Pine Haven
Pine
Farm.
Haven
That one's pretty
Farms,
sick. That's the one that's got the
the apple
hayride.
cannons. Or was
Oh,
that
apple.
or was that Lent?
No, they have apple cannons, and then they also have that big haunted hayride too.
Okay, then we went to
I forget
Lent
what
too.
it's
That was a
called.
good one.
Yeah.
And then Jensen was pretty cool as well, and obviously now a
Yeah.
very special place for us.
Yeah, it was like super small family farm.
Yeah.
But then you could feed goats.
Yep. Chicken.
Their goats and the chickens through the fence, which was actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
Those things were weird. Oh, and then they had a fainting goat that fainted.
Oh yeah,
That was really
kind of
cool. I know, I was like,
why are you so stiff?
We didn't know it was a fainting goat at first, and we were like, "Oh, is that thing okay?" And the lady was like, "Oh, he just fainted. He doesn't do it a lot." But I was like, "Oh, okay, thank God."
Yeah, he knew something was up. He could sense my anxiety. He's
Yeah, probably.
He's like, brother, you're gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we walk into the pumpkin patch, and I kind of pull a little slick move where my sister and her husband are there, and kind of coordinating with them, like, oh, this is kind of where I want the back shot of the photos. They brought us a camera along, and I kind of picked a spot, kind of called Lauren over to it as if I was showing her like a pumpkin or something that I wanted to pick out. And I think I kind of had you convinced there. Or did you kind of know what I was
knew
doing?
the whole time.
Did you know when I called you over that I was going to do it right then and there?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I knew already.
Oh, okay.
Like I knew this all was going down.
Oh.
I'm too suspicious. I'm too anxious.
Yeah.
You dropped too many hints.
Yeah, I did.
And that day,
I could have dropped way more.
Yeah, and that day, I had been having like a terrible like tension headache migraine for like 3 days straight.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was feeling really like kind of terrible that day, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like kind of not sick, but just like my head hurt so bad. I was just feeling like awful, and I hadn't been sleeping. And I remember because you guys planned it though, but then you guys were texting your sister, and it seemed like your schedules weren't lining up or something. Or like the timing.
Yeah, that was all kind of an act.
Oh, was it?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, because I was like,
yeah, trying to act like it was more less scheduled, like it was something we just come up with on the fly.
I wasn't sure about that. I was like, well, are you doing this on purpose or to like leave me off the set?
Oh yeah, kind of trying to like lead you off a little.
Oh,
bit,
okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't exactly sure about that. And then I was wanting to test you a little bit by saying, that's okay. Like we can just go by ourselves if it's not gonna work. Like we don't need to go with them. We can figure it out another time. And then I remember you were pretty insistent that we go.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no hiding it, really.
Yeah.
It's like, you got a place, you got to be. You need everyone there at the same time. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell people, like, at this point, if we were to do any, like, major event, like if we went on a holiday vacation, went to a state park or something like that, you already know it's coming.
I mean, we could have gone to Interstate, though. I probably wouldn't have guessed that if you said, let's go through, like, a nice fall color hike through Interstate.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I like that park.
Yeah. But anyway, I've gone on like 3 different tangents.
I know.
Now.
Well, there's so much stuff that went into it.
Yeah. Pull up to the pumpkin patch, taking pictures, feeding goats, feeding chickens, walk out to the patch, call Lauren over to check out this pumpkin. And there she goes, walks up to me, and I get down on my knee. I'm wearing my brown jacket, and I got the ring on the inside pocket. Green jacket.
Green jacket.
I'm colorblind. Pull the ring out of the inside pocket, and here's where I just kind of lock in. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. So I'm moving. If you're a machinist, I guess I'm moving in single block, or if like program line by line by line. So I'm just doing one motion at a time. Get down on your knee. All right, check. Open up the jacket. Check. Reach into the pocket. Oh, thank God the ring is still there. Check. Pull it out. Look up into her eyes and just say the classic, Lauren, will you make me the happiest man in the world and marry me? And she goes,
Well, okay, so even though I knew it was coming, I knew it was happening, I still got really emotional. I cry a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not a lot, but a good amount.
Okay.
I cry easy. And so I started crying, even though like I knew it was happening, and everyone was acting like low-key suspicious too.
Yeah.
You were acting weird at the pumpkin patch.
My body language said it all.
Your sister and Eric were acting kind of weird because they're like, I was like,
well, we didn't realize we were dealing with a super sleuth.
I can't help it. It's just anxiety, or I don't know. My brain patterns. patterns. I recognize patterns.
Yeah, I know.
But we got out of the cars when we got there, and then everyone was like super awkward and kind of quiet.
Yeah, I was really awkward.
I know. And so it was like kind of obvious something was happening. And then we're just kind of walking around, and this
Silly putty stuck to my
in
ring
this
again.
pumpkin
The way
patch.
it gets stuck.
I don't know what to do
Anyway,
about that. I
that's
don't want to
okay.
get it mixed with my crazy Aaron's thinking putty.
That's okay.
Anyway, so yeah, the pumpkin patch isn't very big, like the physical patch itself, but then like the farm, there's not a whole lot to it.
No.
And so everyone was just kind of wandering around when we first got there, and I was like, should we grab wagons and like go look for pumpkins?
Yeah, is that what we're here
And
for?
then yeah, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, I guess so. And I'm like,
Something's up,
okay.
right?
Yeah. And then we wanted to go take a picture because they had a little like hanging picture thing where you can like stick your head in there, like a pumpkin shape or something, and it says like the farm name. And yeah, so then I was gonna stand to the, was it the right of you or the left of you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was standing to the right or left of him, and then he remembered he had the ring in his pocket.
Yeah, you put your arm around me.
Yeah. And then you panicked and you switched to the other side
Yeah.
really quick. You were like, no, wait. And you kind of like pushed me, and
Yep.
we're like, no, I want to be on this side. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
The
like,
ring was
okay.
in my left inside pocket. You're on my
Yeah.
right hand side. You put your arm around me and about to grip my left hand side, right where the ring is. I'm like, hold on. And I grab her by the legs and I shove her to the left.
Yeah.
Let's do this side.
I know. I was like, okay.
Yeah. For no specific reason.
Yeah, you didn't give a reason, so I was like, that was really weird.
Yeah.
So, because I was like, normally you're not like, I have a good side and a bad side, you know, like
No,
that kind
no.
of stuff. So yeah, and then
No, only bad side.
so then we took that photo, and then I'm like, okay, like we got one of Autumn and Eric too, and then we start walking around the pumpkin patch, and then I'm looking around and whatever, and you know, I look over at Autumn Eric to see if they found a pumpkin because I found a pumpkin I
Yeah.
liked. And they were like both staring at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was funny. They both were like looking right at us. And I was like,
Guys?
I didn't say anything, but I was like, that's weird. I was like suspicious. So I definitely knew it was gonna be happening. I guess I just didn't know the exact timing.
Yeah.
But
You said it doesn't make it any less special?
no, yeah, it's still very special, and it's still, obviously, I bawled my eyes out, and the photos are like not the greatest because I was like
Crying.
crying really hard. And then yeah, when you
That's the
asked,
exact reaction I wanted, though.
yeah, when you asked, and then I was crying, and then I was like super stunned, so that I was like, and then he's like, "Is that a yes?" And I was like, "Yes." Yes. And you're like, all right.
All right.
And then you put the ring on, and then you sat down on your knee for like another second, and I was like kind of putting my hand out because I wanted you to like stand up with me so I could give you a hug.
Yeah, I was still processing.
Yeah, you were still processing, so you kind of sat down on the ground on your knee for like another 10 seconds, and I was like, come on, come on up now.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to be down there anymore.
I got to make sure that our photographer had options or had enough time to
Is
take a
that what
couple
you were
shots.
thinking?
I think I was thinking that too, you know.
I was like,
hold
okay.
it was the classic pose, me on my knees looking up at you with the ring box or putting it on your finger.
It's
So
funny.
just hold that pose, you know. for the
Yeah,
photographer.
no, I mean, I
And
get
she
it.
did all right, you know. They didn't do bad at all.
No, yeah, the photos are great. It's just, yeah, I feel like I'm not the most photogenic human.
Yeah, me neither.
So it's just, I always feel like photos end up looking kind of weird, but
We're more video people.
well, even in the video, it's kind of funny because you can tell I stand there with my hand, or like, I think it was my right arm. I'm like, for like a second,
Yeah.
you're just sitting there, and then finally you get up.
So yeah, that's that story. It's pretty cool. You know?
Yeah, but it was great, and I'm
And it's
really
cool we get
excited.
to document it because imagine we look back on this in like 50 years.
Yeah,
Hopefully YouTube is still a thing in 50 years.
I don't know, maybe.
I think it will be.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a dying craft.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope so. Because like, what other platforms? Like, you got Tumblr that came and went.
Yeah,
MySpace is gone.
MySpace.
What else? Twitter was iffy for a while, but that's back.
Mm.
X now. Was there any like Vimeo? Is that one?
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I don't even remember what that was.
Yeah, there was a couple other ones like that.
Yeah.
Twitch does probably be around for
I was
a
gonna
while.
say, I think like Pinterest is still a thing, but I
Oh.
tried using it like last year, and it sucks now.
Oh, YouTube will be a thing forever. You know why? because Google owns YouTube and Google will be forever. So I think
Google
we're
will live
good.
forever. Yeah.
I think we're good. Yeah, YouTube doesn't pay me. Google pays me.
Right.
So that's that.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway, people want to know what is going on with my accurate legend. So I'll give you another update. Everything else kind of on top. I'm not really worried about anything else besides the legend right now. I'm like 20 hours in to the head gasket replacement job. I was just over there the other day. I'm waiting to get my cylinder heads back because on top of resurfacing, they're replacing all the seals in there, and they're doing a valve job because they saw that the faces of the valve or the sealing surface on the valve, it was pitted. So they're recutting those and everything. So that'll give us a little more power, and they're gonna hydroblast them or vapor blast them, so they're gonna look real nice when I get them back.
Nice.
So while I'm waiting on those, I'm replacing the water pump. I'm in the middle of that, and then I replaced the heater core valve, and I replaced the thermostat, and I forgot a couple other things. Basically just while I'm in there kind of deal. And I'm part of the Acura Legend owners and enthusiast forum on Facebook, and my gosh, there is some helpful people in that forum.
Yeah.
There's also some chodes in that forum, but there is some really helpful people.
Yeah.
I think that's like the new thing. I mean, some of you guys probably remember Honda Tech. I don't know if you could still post on that forum. But yeah, I got so much information while learning about the Civic and building the engines and stuff. Cool. Honda Tech, it was just, classic internet forum, where it's just thread by thread by thread.
Oh, yeah.
Frequently asked questions section.
That's nice.
And yeah, so much good information on there.
That's cool.
So yeah, it would be cool to bring something like that back.
Yeah.
Crafting Cars forum,
Yeah.
I suppose that's like Discord and Facebook groups. That's
Reddit.
the modern day version.
Reddit
and
pages.
Reddit. Yeah, Reddit's so helpful.
Yeah, I love Reddit.
There's so much good stuff.
I don't even have an account, but I use it a lot.
Yeah. So that's the update on the legend. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks I'll be done. That's my plan.
Good.
So
swag.
Hopefully everything goes together as easy as it came apart. I time-lapsed the whole thing.
I hope so. I think it will.
Yeah. It's like Legos. Just
yeah.
Big greasy Legos.
I'm sure it will.
No rust on that thing, so that's been nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Were you gonna undercoat it?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with not like a typical spray undercoating, but I usually like to spray all the cars with a marine grade rust inhibitor.
There you go.
Nice. I like to hit the cars up with that. It's just like an oily. I don't know. I sprayed Kevin's Type R with it. I made a video on that. People use it on like their docks, the bottom side of their like aluminum boats and stuff like that.
Nice.
Keeps the salt water from eating away at anything. So
should we do that in the CRV?
We're gonna do that on every car.
Okay.
Yeah. So as far as other new car news here, I'm gonna talk about the new Prelude. We're gonna kind of learn about it. Yeah, did I tell you about that? Honda's bringing back the Prelude.
I think you said that a while ago, like a couple months ago.
Yeah, more and more rumors have been spreading, and now I think it's definitely confirmed now. And then I've seen images where they've got.
I was gonna say, didn't they make like a concept car or something?
Yep, they had a concept, but usually the concept is very far from reality. But I think I've seen like the pictures of the real one out on the road or on the track, but they put the that like camo wrap over it, so you can't really tell what.
Oh yeah! Oh, remember
we saw one of those in person? Yeah,
that was on the road trip, right?
Yeah, that was
cool. That's when we were closer down south. We saw one of those. Yeah, it's
random zigzags. So
I was like, it's not like a camo wrap. Yeah, no. It's like the black and white zigzaggy weird pattern
to throw you off.
That's crazy. I forgot we saw that.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
That was cool to see. But yeah, they're bringing it back. I'm gonna look up some details here. While I do that, on my phone here, Lauren's gonna say 3 things that she really likes about me.
Okay, put me on the spot. I like that you're very smart and handy. I like that you're respectful and kind and thoughtful. And I like that you like spending time with me as much as I like spending time with you.
That is so sweet.
Thanks.
So yeah, and the time you came up with those, I got this Car and Driver article pulled up. So yeah, we got spy photos. So look at that. It's got kind of like a urban camo. But you can kind of see it looks a lot like the concept that came out. It is 2-door, which is big because people thought Honda discontinued 2-doors. So it's cool to see them bringing them back.
The coupe.
Coupe. Everybody knows I'm a coupe guy,
Yeah. Got
the spaceship coupe. Got the Stellar. Got the Civic coupe.
Caught testing on public roads in Germany.
What? Ooh, what is it doing over in Germany? It's the last place you'd expect to see a Prelude. Oh,
Well, that's maybe the point.
I wonder if it's on the Nuremberg ring
Ooh,
or
maybe.
the Nurgenberger ring, whatever you want to call it. You've heard of that one? It's
Nerdburger?
that
Yeah,
thing.
I know what you're talking about.
I know. Yeah, Honda does testing there.
Yeah, what was that concept car that we saw? I think it was like a mid-size SUV.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been like what do you call it? It was like a Mini Cooper or something, like a modern Mini or something. I think it was kind of boxier.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, inching closer to production. They say it's probably going to come out 2026. Looks like they're still not confirmed on the powertrain. I have been hearing people talk about it's going to be a hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
So people have been saying it's a hybrid.
Wasn't there a car that we were talking about one time when we were going to like Jimmy John's or something like 5 months ago?
Jimmy John's.
Yeah. It was going to be hybrid. I can't remember now.
Something. We were talking about Mustangs.
Yeah, was it a Mustang?
How the Mustang Mach-E is an electric car.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what we were talking about.
It's an SUV. That's ridiculous.
Now they have that stupid midsize.
Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that new Prelude, or what do you think they're gonna do with. So they're probably gonna do Honda hybrid system compatible with a manual transmission. So that would be cool to see.
When are they bringing the Honda Insight back?
They do have Honda Insight, but they're not the same.
No, I mean the old ones, the good ones.
Yeah. People have been talking. Wouldn't it be cool if they made new versions of the old cars? You know.
Mm-hmm. That's what they should do.
They should do that, but they can't because there's just different regulations. So now, like back then, what was cool is those cars were small, they were light.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like if you look at the painting of my Civic up there, like the A pillar, B pillar, and C pillar, you know, the metal surrounding the windows, so small, and that's why the visibility was so great. But
that's not
in a rollover situation, it's not so safe.
Yeah. I get that.
Visibility was awesome or whatever, but it's a distinct look. But now on these cars, they have big airbags and the A pillar, B pillar, C pillar, and they're reinforced, and the car's got to meet a certain safety standard. The cars these days are way, way, way safer, but they're just not fun.
Yeah.
And we were talking to our boy Dane at the that was the Tuner Evolution car show. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but so our buddy Dane was at Tuner Evolution, and he works on Audis and European cars.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big he sells them, so he's kind of in that industry. But he knows his way around a paint gun and all that good stuff too. He was talking about how a lot of these modern European cars too just breaking down on him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got like 4 cars in the shop now that need new engines."
Oh yeah.
And they're all like 2010 plus.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of
he was like, "Yeah, I stick with the old ones." And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep our fleet alive as long as possible.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, the CRV's at like what 195,000 miles right now.
Yeah, and it's still like it runs like brand new.
Yeah.
So.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I mean, I've got spare parts up in the bedroom for it. Now I'll have a spare power steering pump in case that one goes out all the way.
Yep.
It quieted down, so I think the power steering pump's good.
I think it's fine.
It just had some air trapped in there.
Yeah. Now we just got to get the tires.
Yeah. Yeah, get some new tires on there and seal up the beads.
Are those the snow tires for the CRV?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're good. I'm going to have to get some snow tires on the Legend, maybe.
I thought you bought some.
I did, but I sold the Conings with the snow tires, so now I got to get snow tires that fit the stock wheels.
Right.
I know, the 15s.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I sold the Konings because I wanted some money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they were cool, but the pictures online of the Koning Hypergram in the dark gray, or I forgot what they call the gray, but the pictures online made them look like a nice silver color, but when you got them, it was like a dark charcoal
It was
gray.
really dark, yeah.
And it was too close to black, and I don't really like black wheels because there's no definition to them. If you're far away, you can't even see what they look like.
Yeah, I get that.
So I almost prefer the factory wheels on the Legend. After a while, I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw the grandma wheels back on.
I might actually switch it back.
Yeah, and it's hard to go wrong with OEM.
Yeah.
But Koning wheels, they're nice too. So what else do I got on my little docket here? Oh yeah, I do have some new transportation coming up, and I don't know if I'll make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll make videos about it. Maybe some people will be interested. But I purchased an electronic bike, e-bike. Crazy.
Whoa.
So I kind of had an itch to do an electric conversion on my Honda Interceptor, but I don't want to get rid of that V4 engine in there, especially since I bought that one, the engine separate for $1,000 and stuff.
Yeah, you already did a lot of work on that.
all it needs is just to get the carbs cleaned and maybe rejet it or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I want to keep that thing powered by the old school motor,
Yeah, that's cool.
and to do any small commuting back and forth to work, because I've got less than a 5 mile commute. Like maybe
Yeah.
I'll go with an e-bike,
There you go.
and then a fat tire e-bike so I can use it all season round. And it's just something to spice up your life a little bit,
Yeah.
when you get kind of bored of the same commute every single day,
Mhm.
yeah, spice it up,
Do you get bored of your commute? I mean, you're in the car for like 6 minutes.
It's still the same thing every day though,
Yeah, I guess so.
So I know a lot of people say like, oh, it's good for your mental health to switch up your route to work every once in a while.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. And you know how a lot of times people say like, oh God, the last 5 months, they flew by so fast. Well, a lot of times it flies by fast because there's no change. It's
Yeah.
just, you're doing the same thing every single day. So it all just
Yeah.
becomes one blur. But when you were kids, it seemed like time went by a lot slower because every day was a new adventure, or every day
Right.
we were learning something new,
Right.
When's the last time you learned something?
I'm Googling stuff constantly.
I know, but
I was gonna
something
say.
major like life changing.
Yeah, I guess so. I was gonna
We
say,
get
you
little
don't
facts
really...
here and there, but
Yeah, I love to Google though.
yeah, nothing life changing like, oh, now I can tie my shoes, All right, now I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, yo, I told you it's so crazy that at the elementary school I was working at, so many 8 and 9-year-olds no clue how to tie their shoes. I'm not kidding.
That's not.
That's something I learned that I'm not kidding. I learned that in kindergarten. My mom made me learn that by the time I was like 5.
Yeah.
How does a kid that's almost in double digits in age not know how to tie their shoe?
Did you learn the bunny ear method first, or the kind of like the wrap around?
I did the wraparound, but now that I'm older, I kind of like the bunny ear more, so I do that usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I still wrap it.
Oh.
So yeah, I got a new e-bike and or ordered it. It should be here at the end of this coming week here. So I think like the 24th. I'm really excited. It's one of those
Yeah.
moped style e-bikes. So it's throttle controlled. You can pedal it if you want, but it's really meant to just twist the throttle and go. Because it's a little bit wider. It's not like one of the really lightweight e-bikes. Like your dad's got that nice
Yeah.
lightweight one. It's probably only like 35 pounds.
Oh, yeah, it's super
This
light.
e-bike is 90 pounds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But it'll be good if it snows,
It'll be good if it snows, yeah. A lot of weight in it, so.
which also makes me nervous.
And it's got headlight, turn signals,
Oh, yeah.
brake light. Yeah, it even has a brake light on it.
That's
So the
nice.
light in the rear is always on. When you hit the brakes, it brightens up.
Good.
So it is a lot like a little motorcycle, but a motorcycle for the sidewalks.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it's fast. You can go up to like close to 40 miles per hour on it.
Yeah.
So does the company's called Ride One Up, and the bike is called the Rev One, and it's the full suspension version. So it's got front and rear suspension.
Well,
Yeah, I'm excited.
yeah, should be fun.
Should be cool. And I'll let you ride it. And if I really enjoy it, we got a lot of
Thanks.
bike paths around here. If I really enjoy the bike, I'll get you one too.
Yeah. Well, I don't really need an e-bike though, because I mean,
You're in shape.
no, because I'm not gonna be like using it for commuting or anything. If anything, I'm just gonna go to the park and
Yeah, if
there's
we're going
that
on
like
a casual ride.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say that loop around the park is like maybe 5 miles. It's
Yeah.
like 4.5, 5.
it'd be funny if we went on a ride together and we get back, you're sweating. I'm just like, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Back when I did the Minnesota mountain bike race series,
Yeah.
that was when e-bikes, that was back in like 2019-ish, I think summer 2019. E-bikes were just kind of on the rise. You'd
Yeah.
see 'em very few and far between, so I don't think there was rules. And yeah, every once in a while, you'd be mid-race, and it always,
Bruh.
in the technical sections, I was fine, because everyone
Yep.
was single file. But you'd get out into a field, and those dudes with the e-bikes would fly past everybody, and they're not even breaking a
That seems
sweat.
unfair. That seems like, yeah, that shouldn't be allowed.
The only thing that leveled the playing field is once it got into the technical sections where there's rocks and stuff like
Right.
that, and dropping off cliffs and
Yeah,
stuff.
you can't really.
The heavier bikes are
Yeah.
less nimble, and they just lose time.
Yeah.
So
But
that's-
still.
yeah, that helped. But yeah, once you get into the field, especially there was one
Yeah.
section I remember, it was tall grass, and it was just a bitch to pedal through that. And these guys just fly by.
Yeah, that's like cheating, honestly, low-key.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of my old hobbies. I used to race mountain bikes. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I never
And-
was much of a biker.
yeah, when I was in college, I lived in River Falls, and yeah, just every night for fun. I guess I don't know if you call it like urban mountain biking, but I followed a couple YouTube channels that did it. And I really liked it. Basically, it's like BMX around town.
Oh, okay.
But you use a mountain bike instead.
Okay.
So
That's kind of interesting.
yeah, it is interesting.
I was-
It's just like because you can go more places. Now
Yeah.
it's like you can go off-road
Mhm.
in random spots around the town and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, yeah. Anyway, I busted out my keyboard lately. That's another thing I used to do back in the day. Kind of towards the tail end of high school and college, I was big into like music production. I had a couple friends that were into it too, and yeah, I busted out the other day, which was cool
Yeah.
because I feel like with the just working on the cars and kind of how busy life's been, a lot of the old hobbies that I like to do that weren't automotive related, they all got pushed to the side.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see him come back. So
Yeah.
yeah, music production was a good one. And I used to draw and paint all the time. I'm a creative, and I come from a family of creatives. I got to be creating. The only outlet I have now is podcast days, which
Yeah.
are pretty cool. I like doing them, even if they don't get a lot of views. It's all right because I'm still posting bi-weekly car content. You can
Yeah.
think of this as a bonus.
There you go.
So don't
Right.
oh, this video's only got 50 views. This video has got 50 views on top of what I already posted.
Right.
And I'm able to do weekly content for you guys. So
Yeah.
happy Tuesday, bitches. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, so busted out the keyboard lately, and I made Lauren a little song.
Yeah.
And you really liked it.
I did like it. It was silly.
Yeah.
And he had me play the piano for it,
Right.
which I did take piano lessons until like fifth, sixth grade.
Yeah.
And I don't remember anything.
Yeah. I just got like a little MIDI controller, which is a 25 key. I wonder if you hear that. The motorcycle just drove by.
No.
Little 25 key controller. It's a Novation Launchpad. 25 piano keys, and it's got like 18 little drum pads on it and a bunch of knobs you can control whatever your digital audio workstation is.
Yeah.
I'm using Reaper, which is a free tool, and a couple synthesizer VST plugins, and yeah, Lauren on the mic, and it went pretty good. So
Yeah.
so that's that.
That was
Lauren,
pretty
I'm
silly.
gonna ask you about your music background, or
Oh.
'cause, yeah, you play piano, you said.
Yeah. I took piano lessons at our local church
Ooh.
till like sixth grade. We never went to church.
Do you play for Jesus?
No, that's just like the closest place they had like a piano. I grew up in a really small town, or like,
It's my understanding that those churches have the best pianos.
I guess, I don't know, it's pretty good. There was like 3 pianos in that church. So there's one upstairs that we used for lessons, and then like, the main piano in the hall. What do you call it? Where the pews
know,
are. We didn't really go to church. We did like a couple times when I was younger, but not really.
I don't go to church, but I modify Hondas religiously.
Period. But yeah, there's a few times I did like church day camp too. I think my mom just wanted to like get rid of us for like a few hours a day for a couple weeks in the summer. So she'd send us to like the church camp there, and I would know like nothing.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah. So I took piano lessons from like, I don't know when I started. Probably when I was like 5. So from like 5 to 10 or 11.
Could you
but
play chopsticks?
Yeah, I could play a lot. I would do recitals and stuff. I was pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I don't remember much now. I don't even remember where your hands started on the piano. I'm sure I could figure it out again quickly, and then I did alto saxophone, played in the school band. Yeah, well, that's more like a trumpet sound.
Oh.
Yeah, think Kenny G.
Ooh.
So I played that from 5th grade to 11th grade. I did choir for a while in elementary school. I still like to sing. I think I have a nice voice, but I don't like.
I love it when Lauren sings for me.
Thank you.
It is my favorite thing in the world.
Thank you.
One of my weaknesses is a girl that's in the arts, Like if she can sing, if she can draw, if she can paint, if she can do all 3.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because you know what they say, practice any art. It's a way to make your soul grow.
I guess so.
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
So.
But yeah, so that
does it for me.
I just did normal band in high school, nothing too crazy. I was one of the weird band kids. It was fun though. But yeah, I didn't really keep pursuing it. It wasn't really my thing. I mean, I like music and everything, and I love to listen to it and I like when we are around the house, we make up our own little songs.
That's right.
Which we do a lot, which is really funny. But yeah, it's nothing that I'm super duper into.
Yeah. Maybe it'll see a return in the future. Who knows?
Maybe, like I said.
If you get bored, pick it up.
I like to sing. I like to sing in the shower.
Yeah.
In the car.
So we went to, not this last weekend, but the weekend after that. And I will be making a video about it. We went to Tuner Evolution.
Yep.
That was the last car show I'm taking the Civic to this year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We'll see how challenging it is to make a video of that. It's gonna be quite a bit of clips, and
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, I did a big like one take thing too as
Yeah,
we
we
walked
didn't
around.
stay there for very long,
No.
and it was kind of a weird scene. I guess not a weird scene, just like they were just doing a lot of
Yeah.
like promotional or not like I don't really know what you call
Yeah,
that.
some of the little activities they had going on, it was a little strange.
And the music was so loud in there.
That is one thing. Yeah. Sometimes you can really ruin a car show if you turn the music so loud that nobody can comfortably.
God.
Because I'm sitting there talking with Dane and Lauren, and we're
Yeah.
shouting at
And
each
we were
other.
like,
We're like this, and I'm like shouting at them.
yeah.
And you get home and you have no voice at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I had a really bad cold, or not like a cold
Yeah.
too.
And the music's not bad, just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I was like dying like the 2 hours we were there. I was like getting over a cold. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, there's
And the meet was you roll in from like at 7:30 you could have rolled in,
yeah.
and it ended at 7, so you could
Yeah.
be there for like close to 12 hours or
Yeah.
8 to 10, like easily 8 hours if you stayed the whole day. So yeah, I'm glad I had you help me drop us off.
And it wasn't a
then
very
came back
big
and slept.
show.
No. A lot of the same cars we usually see, but there was a
Yeah.
couple hot cars.
Yeah.
So definitely check out that video coming up next Tuesday.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a good one.
But yeah, it was really interesting. But yeah, that my only complaint was that the music was just ungodly loud.
Yeah.
I was like, and it was like
it wasn't overcrowded there, so that was
no, but it was just like in an echoey like.
yeah.
I was like, why are we absolutely blasting this? And there was maybe like 100 people there.
Yeah.
I'm like, just turn it down.
Like
Not to be like
they literally spam the
You-
air horn the air horn button.
like every 5 minutes.
Tuner evolution.
I know. And I was like, okay, guys. Like, not to be like an old lady being like, turn down the music, it's too loud. But I was like, dude, like, no one can hear anybody in here.
that was pretty fun though. I mean, it was still one of the better ones.
Yeah,
we
it
went
was
to.
still fun.
This last weekend, or this weekend, yesterday, we went
Yeah.
to Valley Scare.
Valley Scare.
Which takes place at a local amusement park called
Yeah.
Valley Fair, and
it's in Shakopee.
spooky theme.
Yeah. They just brought it back, so they canceled it because of COVID, I think.
Mhm.
And so they haven't done it since like 2020. Or no, last time they did it was 2019. So they haven't done it for the last 3-4 years. And yeah, so they brought it back this year. It was crazy busy, which
It was.
is to be expected. I mean, it's the first time they brought it back, and so many people have been wanting it because they did like the stupid family friendly stuff. That's what they started doing. I forgot.
I don't want to share my amusement park with a bunch of other people.
Yeah, right. No, I mean everybody's probably just excited that it's back, and
Yeah.
next year it'll be probably way less busy. But
Yeah. Haunted houses?
the haunted houses were really good.
You got spooked?
I did get spooked a few times, but it kind of sucked because it was so busy. They were doing the thing where they're just funneling everybody
Yeah.
through the haunted house instead of doing like group by group,
So
like
you're
normal.
walking through in almost a single file line. And you
Right.
can kind of see like all the classic jump scares. You can see them happening to the people in front of you.
Because they're 5 feet in front of you.
So then they're not going to
Yeah.
do it to you because you're expecting it.
Right.
So,
So it
that
was
is kind of one drawback of when it becomes.
Yeah, it wasn't as spooky.
So maybe we can squeeze in one more Halloween slativity.
We can go to the
Pine Haven.
Pine
Dead End
Haven has
Hayride?
that's what it is, the Dead End Hayride.
That's probably cool.
I've never gone to it, and everyone hypes it.
I think
up.
I might have done it once.
I think that probably next weekend's the last weekend they're doing it, I would assume.
Okay, I think I might have done it once because I remember there was one kind of close to North Branch.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, you went on a hayride, but then I think you got off the hayride every once in a while, and there was like different haunted houses.
And I think this one they can touch you.
yeah, I remember it was pretty spooky.
You're gonna get touched.
They didn't touch me at Valley Scare. Nobody
No, they're
touched
not
me
allowed.
at Valley Scare.
Well, they
Oh,
never been
can't touch-
allowed.
Oh, I thought they could.
No, they've never been allowed to touch you.
Oh, they just get close.
Even back in the day. Yeah, but it was still fun, just really packed, and just I mean, granted the lines for the haunted houses were moving quickly because they were funneling people in.
But you ain't getting on a ride.
No, the lines for the haunted houses, like maybe you were waiting like 10 minutes, maybe 15 at most.
And they had
which
some performances going on the
they
side.
had, so they had
Hula
this.
Hoop Girl was cool.
The hula hoop girl was a little
It was cool, but
underwhelming.
it was cool, but it was not. It wasn't extravagant. I wasn't
No.
like, wow.
Yeah.
But then they did have that one lady with the fire.
They had
baton
like a
thing.
fire baton show thing.
Yeah,
It was
like
awesome.
a fire staff, but it had like spinning.
Yeah, she changed it up though. She used a couple different things, but
Man,
it was really
was
cool.
that cool.
Yeah, that was awesome, and she seemed really cool. Anyways, but
Yeah, I'd go back for that.
yeah.
That
So
was
that
so
was really
cool.
cool, but they had a lot of the same stuff. Like there was a couple of the same haunted houses that I've had before, which I mean I get it. You buy all the stuff for it already. You already
Mhm.
got it. So that was a little. They were still scary, but I was like, I went through this a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
they got you like 3 or 4 times though.
Yeah, they did. Well, it's like just the ones when because they keep it so dark in the haunted houses, and then when they're hiding in the corner and they're wearing all black, you can't see them,
Yeah.
and then they jump out at you. And I don't. I like haunted house and I like scary stuff, but I guess I don't like being scared.
Womp womp.
I know. I'm like, that's the point though. But
On the Halloween theme though, we carved pumpkins today.
yeah,
We'll put an image of our pumpkins up on screen. I did a little mechanic themed pumpkin,
yeah, that was cute.
and Lauren did a dumbass pumpkin.
Yeah, that was stupid trend on TikTok. Ooh, dumbass pumpkin.
One more time.
Dumbass pumpkin.
Dumbass pumpkin.
Dumbass pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Peace.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Cauliflower.
talking about maybe next podcast. I'm gonna continue doing these podcasts, even though they don't really, like the performance of them is not too crazy.
You never
great,
know.
and I don't monetize them either.
Oh, really?
No,
So I can say fuck shit butt
you
hole?
can. Maybe in the future I'll do ad reads. I do have another company right now contacting me about
Oh my
possibly shouting out their channel,
goodness.
and I'm in a position now where I can be like, all right, I'll read an ad out, or I'll recommend it, but I can do it how I want to do it.
Yeah.
I do not want to be told, because so there's a company reached out for me and they're like, yeah, you could shout out our website,
Yeah.
our product. I won't spoil anything right now.
Yeah,
and
don't give them a shout out for free.
and here's an example of someone else that shouted out, and this is kind of what we'd like you to do,
Yeah.
Here's an example. And it was like the most staged, like,
Well, even like big podcasts, when they do ad reads, though, they usually have some kind of script. Like if you think about when Bobby Lee and stuff do ad reads on
yeah,
theirs.
but when comedians do ad reads, they're allowed to kind of,
Yeah, I
I
think
love that.
you could always ask, like, okay, I have a general script I can read off of, but can I ad lib off of the script?
Yeah. I'm gonna say it how I want to say it, and then say what they
Okay,
think.
girl. Okay, girl. I was just saying that's how a lot of the
Yeah, I don't
big
wanna-
players do it.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a robot when I do it.
Well, no, but there is specific
Or
information that you
telemarketing.
need to be putting in there, obviously.
That is true. Yeah,
So I think in
but
that
I want to do it in the
sense-
most natural way possible.
Yeah, but like an ad is never natural.
No, you could, but the podcasts I watch, they're really good at making it seem natural. They blend it right in.
Yeah.
But anyway,
All right,
So
whatever.
yeah, I'm in that position right now. So I might do a solo podcast next.
If you want to.
It's I'm not like super comfortable with it, but these are getting a lot easier.
That's good.
And like Lauren sees when I film videos in like the garage or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm very controlling, and I want the videos to be like perfect.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I'll like have to do like 3 or 4 takes. Like if I stutter once,
Yeah, you throw
Reshoot.
yourself off and you
Reshoot.
start
Yeah.
over. And
if
then
I
you're
feel like I bumped the camera, if anything, like if I think the audio's off, reshoot.
and then you like whisper yourself the lines over and over again
Yeah,
that you're thinking
I'll
of.
say like, all right, 1, 2, 3. And then I say
yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's always funny.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, happy Tuesday. How's it going, guys? Oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, it's really funny to watch. And then
Yeah.
I feel bad because then I'm distracting him by watching and it's making it worse.
But I think this, and a lot of reason I wanted to do this, is going to make it a little easier to make those regular videos.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, because this is 100%, besides some topics on my phone, it's
Yeah.
unscripted.
Yeah. Ooh,
So it's good practice for
we
me.
played Until Dawn. Or I played it and you
played
watched.
Until Dawn, cool video game.
That was awesome. It was my first time ever playing it. I've been
It's a
It's from-
butterfly effect game.
Yep. I'm sure most people know it. It's PS4, PS5. It's been out since like 2015, 2014. And I remember when I first got a PS4 like a couple years ago, I tried to play it and it had some kind of bug, and I downloaded it from the game store and it had some kind of bug where I couldn't get past, like, there's this very first scene of the game where like Sam's trying to hop the fence to get to the ski lodge in the game, and like it would keep bugging out right there. So I couldn't end up playing the game. So I finally re-downloaded it on our PS5 and played it. And I've been looking forward to playing this game since it freaking came out, because I remember watching Markiplier, PewDiePie doing playthroughs on it, and I was like, I need to play this fucking game. And so now they remastered it, and now I want to play the
Oh, yeah, one more
remastered
time.
remastered version. Well, I like to play games over and over again, and that game you can play. And I saved everybody besides Josh.
Yeah.
Josh turned into a Wendigo. Oh, sorry, not to spoil.
Jesus.
Well, you can
Yeah.
play the game a million
Yeah.
different ways.
Yeah.
But I did end up saving everybody on my first playthrough. I did have to go back and replay the last chapter because I fucked up a couple times on the holding still, and I couldn't live with myself with that.
Yeah.
Because I killed like 3 characters by not holding still.
Yeah. One thing I've been wondering is if doing these podcast episodes is cooking my YouTube channel. What do you think?
I don't think so.
I know it's kind of a different audience. There's not going to be everyone who watches the typical content is not going to watch podcasts. I understand that. But I wonder if, in the future, I go back to like a build series, which obviously I will. That's kind of what like the main idea of the channel is.
Yeah.
And that is my main hobby that I film. I could probably just bring it right back. Analytics are still looking like okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know whether I should really feel bad or like how I should feel about this.
I think in a way though, like,
because mentally, I'm a lot less stressed. That's for sure. Because when I was doing weekly uploads, I had to spend like more money on car parts. I seem to rush my projects to keep up with all these other YouTubers that can do a complete build in a month.
Right? Because that's their only job.
Yeah. So I kind of I don't know. I flipped the switch where I'm like, all right, let's keep the content relaxed. Make sure you don't go down before it's too late. Don't go down that hole. Don't go down that path where you turn into one of those clout chasing YouTubers,
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to do that. I think, in my opinion, a little bit, YouTube is getting kind of cooked by like Instagram Reels and TikTok, like Instagram and Instagram Reels, just because like I don't even use YouTube that much anymore, to be honest. And it's not that I don't like the people I'm subscribed to, but it's just kind of like I feel like the content. It's like content is so fucking recycled nowadays.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to make like longer form YouTube videos that are actually like something I'd want to watch that's like hasn't been done before.
Podcasts are becoming more trending though.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, podcasts blew up the last like year and a half.
Yeah. But why I like to make them because I really like to listen to them,
Oh, yeah, me too. I love to listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get that aspect, but I think just if you're down on views, I think it just might be people are just on TikTok and Instagram Reels, not gonna lie. They're way on YouTube less. Like, and I have a couple friends that like go through YouTube Shorts and stuff, but like
the YouTube Shorts algorithm is weird. I get weird stuff on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I tried it like once or twice and I'm like, it's like, not a fan.
It's kind of, it reminds me of like you ever get like the Facebook Shorts start popping up?
Yeah.
It's kind of like those too, where it's like really weird content where
I don't even like Facebook. Facebook sucks. I don't use it that much.
It's a lot of like storytelling content or like really, I don't know, just like they're desperate to get your attention.
Right. That's why I kind of like TikTok and Instagram, at least because I've been using them for so long that like they got my, AI algorithm.
They know your brain.
Right. They know what I want to see already.
They got the best psychologists in the world coming up with those algorithms.
And I think that might be like, I think that might be the problem with YouTube though, is that it's just people uploading what they think other people want to watch. And so it's not
they're
tailored.
uploading content that's going to keep you on there as long as possible.
Right. So like the thing with YouTube though is that it's just people uploading what they want to upload, and it's not like the specific tailored videos that you're going to definitely want to see. So I think sometimes people are less inclined to use it because it's just not going to be immediately entertaining to them, probably.
Right. The younger folks, our age and under, definitely, I know what you're talking about. If you look at my YouTube analytics, it's actually a lot of 30-year-old and like lower 40s. So it's like from like 30 to 40. Those are the main people that watch crafting cards, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, like I mean, I just watched the Charlie Penguins playthrough of Silent Hill 2 the other day. I watched that whole like 2-hour video of him doing that, and that was good. But again, it's like something I really wanted to see because I've never actually played Silent Hill before, but I've seen the movies and I kind of know the lore, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, this would be cool to watch. Yeah, because I don't know if I actually want to play the game.
Well, we're getting close to an hour here. And we did it all in one take. Like I said, this is getting easier.
Yeah,
this is getting way easier.
You were yapping a little more than me today,
which is crazy. I noticed. I was like watching the podcast with Logan. I'm like yapping like crazy. What the heck?
Yeah,
that's a good sign.
Getting better at it.
That is a good sign.
Yeah. Use your words.
What do I say? I don't know. Yeah, that is cool. It's refreshing to see because there was a while there where I felt like, yeah, almost like my creative spark, it was dying.
Yeah.
I'm desperate to bring it back. I'm trying my hardest to bring it back.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing a good job and you're trying to get into other hobbies that aren't just
Yeah.
car. I work on car.
I work on car.
I go work, I go home, I eat poop, work on car.
Literally. Yeah, I'm not actually eating my own poop though, but like I'm
I
eating.
eat, comma, poop.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sentence structure.
It came to the point where I started every day the same, where I woke up, I pooped.
Yep.
Then I get out of bed.
And then I poop. Wait, you poop before you get out of bed.
then I go downstairs, pull the chair out from the counter, sit down, poop,
Yep.
eat breakfast,
Poop again.
poop.
Hit the road.
The main joke there is I poop before I get out of bed.
My main goal is to blow up
And then
and act like I don't know nobody.
Yeah, so I suppose my main goal now is not to make content that's going to get me a ton of views. My main goal now is to make content that I can sustainably do.
Yep. Just do what you like.
Not only sustaining my mental state,
right,
but sustaining my financial state, which all you guys know that if you build something like I built in that garage in a 2 or 3 year span,
money. Even still, I'm like, I'll check up on you once in a while because, like, I'm not going to tell him how to spend his money. It's his money. He can spend it however he wants.
Word.
Well, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You should probably tell me a little bit.
As long as you can pay your portion of the bills, I don't give a single shit unless it's like OnlyFans or something. And I might say, hey, I don't love that.
Yeah, I've done just fine. And my dad always tell me, like, work hard, play hard.
I'll check in if I see like an insane amount of Amazon packages or packages showing up on the doorstep like every day. I'll be like, hey, what's going on? I'll do that.
You know, I'm balls deep in a project. That's the crazy thing is people just look at the big picture. You know, oh, the project car was $4,000. I'll only have to put like $3,000 into it. It's the little things.
Right.
And Lord knows I got little things showing up all the time.
Yeah. It's always like you do one thing and then I'm
doing a paint job. You know, okay, now I need stir sticks. I need filter paper.
Yeah.
I need mixing cups.
Bro,
I need
why don't they give you stir sticks for free at the fucking paint store anymore?
I think they still do at Menards.
Yeah, but like,
remember we went to Ace Hardware?
Ace Hardware and they wanted to charge us.
We only give you a stir stick if you buy paint. So you had to buy paint.
Yeah, but I remember at Menards and like that kind of stuff when I was younger. Honestly, I just go up and ask them for a paint stick. I'm like, maybe it's because I was a kid, they would give it to me for free. But I like to play with them. And when I was in the store and shit.
I worked at Menards and we played with them when we worked.
That's what I mean. But I'm like, now they're like, oh yeah, actually we would charge you for the stir stick. Bitch, it's a fucking stir stick.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I wanted to say that to that man when he said that.
What are you gonna do if I steal the stir stick? Spank me with it?
I was like, when he said that, oh well, I guess we'll give it to you for free. Bitch. Why are you protecting the Ace Hardware stir stick with your life? That's just I get it.
Like you bought spray paint, now you can get a stir stick. So you can go home and stir up your spray paint.
Yeah.
Anyway,
completely remove the cap.
Yeah. So like I said, solo podcast. Next one, I'm probably gonna try to do a solo podcast, and I'll talk more about. Since I really won't have anyone to talk to, it's gonna be just me kind of talking to myself. Okay. So it's gonna be more of.
Do you want me to make a segment? Like a
you can pop in.
Beep, 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 beep. Special announcement from Lord.
Yeah, you can. That'd be great.
That'd be really funny, actually. In the middle of the episode.
Make sure if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Buy the merch.
I've been thinking about wanting to try to make some kind of crafting cars like intro animation. I know Logan might be doing that. Is he doing that?
I don't know.
I don't remember. But I think it'd be cool to at least make like a little picture.
Yeah, anything to help.
I've never done animation, but I can make pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do pictures too.
I do draw. I take pencil to paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does Autumn too. She does.
Oh yeah.
She can do digital art too.
My monkey brain can figure it out.
She's got Apple Pencil.
Ooh, I'm not that fancy. I got analog pencil paper, baby.
I got the Dixon Ticonderoga. You ever seen that?
No.
Oh. While I look it up, say 3 things that you would change about me.
No, because I wouldn't change anything about you.
So that's not so sweet. Here is the Dixon Ticonderoga. This is it's a staple. It's been out for a long time. It's probably one
Oh,
of like
the
the oldest
pencil.
wooden pencils. And I don't
That's
know
a good one.
yeah, I don't know if they're the ones that came up with
Ooh,
the
ooh,
hexagon
like
shape.
those what are the like the tea fat like the gel the like black gel smooth
Oh
pens
my,
like
like
it's a
is
tea.
it like the Pilot T4 or something
Yeah,
like that?
something.
Oh my gosh.
Oh fuck. Those are good.
That's not a TISM thing, is it? Or is it like
Is
everyone can
it?
enjoy that?
I don't know.
I don't know, cause oh my good, a good pen.
Yeah.
It might like things would like they would enhance my skills. If I got a good pen, all of a
Yeah.
sudden I could draw a little bit better.
Yep. Even
My
those like
handwriting improved when I got a good pen.
Yep. I think it might be like a psychosomatic thing.
I think so.
But like even those like old school like the gel sparkly pens,
Oh, those
fuck,
glided so nice.
they were smooth. They took
Ooh.
forever to dry, but they felt so fucking nice writing with those or coloring, like doodling on your
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
So good. Oh.
Yeah. Now, like the free pens you get at, they hand out for free with like an
Mhm.
advertisement on them. Don't even pick those up because they're not
No.
worth your time.
No, and even like those like shitty blue ballpoint pens.
You said blue ball.
I hate those ones though.
Yeah. We got some nice ones
And then your
at my
Copic
workplace.
markers, I've never used them before. They're nice.
Copic yeah, on the Copic paper they're nice. On regular paper
Yeah.
they suck. But yeah, I did that. And you've used my fine line pens, right? I've got like 3
Oh,
of
I
those
fucking love
floating
those.
around
I
those.
love those.
Yeah, I got like 10 different sizes.
Yeah.
They're still working good for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love them.
The Copic marker plus fine line pens is a good combination.
Those fucking fine line pens.
Yeah.
They rock my world. I love them.
Yeah, they're good. So, yeah, now we're just kind of BSing here. So we could probably wrap it up.
Why can't we autism out for a little bit?
I suppose we could.
I keep thinking about video games. I just want to autism out about video games.
Video games. Yeah, I showed you there's a new Metroid game coming out.
Oh yeah, is it new or just remastered?
Oh, they remastered the Metroid Prime that was on Wii.
Oh.
And then there's like a Metroid Prime 4, some new name or whatever coming out for Nintendo Switch. And then there's another Nintendo Switch coming out, the Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, is there?
Yep. So I'm sure that one's gonna be able to play in 4K and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when you do it on the screen on Nintendo, it's not like the greatest.
No, they're Nintendo's marketed towards casual gamers.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing,
Not
that is a
hardcore.
hit.
Yeah, I need to play that again. I haven't touched it for like 6 months, but I've been really busy with school and work, so I haven't had time to play video games lately. So yeah, but now I'm thinking about they added that stupid another new fucking biome to Minecraft. Can they didn't add anything new for years, and then they're adding something new like every other month, and I can't keep up because I can't play it enough, and now it's just confusing.
You know what I'm thinking about right now?
What?
Mozzarella sticks.
Ooh.
I don't have any in the freezer.
Oh fuck. Ooh.
And
Applebee's?
Applebee's?
I
And
think I heard a whisper in the wind say Applebee's.
Applebee's.
Oh, I heard it again. There it was.
We going to Applebee's tonight?
We could.
We could.
That's kind of expensive.
Yeah. I gotta sleep
That's
too.
sad.
I gotta
Applebee's is
try to sleep
expensive.
before work too.
Yeah, you
so
do, I guess. And we're gonna make chili.
yeah.
Another fall activity right there, making
Yeah.
a big batch of fucking chili.
Ooh, I was
It's gonna be
talking to
so
I was
good.
talking to Logan about that in the last podcast. How chili in the wintertime,
Ooh,
so much
fucking
better.
hits.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't want like a hot bowl of chili in the summer. It's like not as good.
No,
Oh, but yeah, I've been really into
just like you really
soups.
don't want ice cream in the winter.
Yeah, I mean you kind of do. Well, you know what? I feel like
I want
frozen yogurt.
mint ice cream in the winter.
Yeah, mint ice cream in the winter or frozen yogurt. I know that's like more of a summer thing, but for some reason I just feel like wanting to eat frozen yogurt in the winter more than in the summer.
I think maybe you just really like frozen
I
yogurt.
do like frozen yogurt. And what happened to all of the cherry berries?
We still got one in.
We have one, but they're like all disappearing. They're gone. Where did the frozen yogurt stores go?
Frozen yogurt was a trend,
I love it.
and it's dying out.
I think it's still fucking fun to go fill up your little cup.
I love the
different
modifications.
flavors, and then yeah, you can customize your own. You don't have to like tell the fucking person behind the counter. Actually, can I get a scoop of that? And like at like Cold Stone and shit.
Yeah.
Can I get a scoop of that?
Yeah. At Subway, you got to trust someone else to build your sandwich, but
Yeah.
at the frozen yogurt shop, you build your own
Yeah,
sandwich.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fun part. But at the same
And
time,
when I
it's a
say
little.
sandwich, I mean frozen yogurt.
At the same time, it's like a little more gross because like the public be touching it and like kids be touching it. But you know what? That's the risk with it, and I like it. I love me a frozen yogurt.
So I think that's gonna wrap it up for today.
Okay, fine.
I mean, I gotta eat. I gotta
Yeah,
go to
you
bed.
gotta go to
so,
bed. Womp womp.
yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to this podcast. Of course, as always, leave some feedback in the comments down below. Even if it's negative feedback, let me hear it.
Yeah. And if we want a whole episode of me going on a artistic tangent about video games, or
Lauren's solo podcast.
you wouldn't want that. That would be a monstrosity. My brain goes too all over the place for that.
That's good though. Keeps it entertaining.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's say.
That's like Theo Vaughn's podcast. They're all over the place, but that's what's cool about them.
Yeah.
Like that's probably what my solo podcast is going to be all over the place too.
If I was in charge today, we would have been on like 15 different topics already.
Yeah, I do kind of keep the.
You keep like a little bit of a
little
theme
structure going. Yeah. So. Yeah. Leave some feedback if you want. Tell your friends. That's probably the most important thing you can do. Tell your friends that like podcasts.
Yeah.
Or if you're not someone who listens to podcasts, maybe give it a try someday.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check out. I would recommend Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, like Theo Vaughn Podcast, and I like the Bad Friends Podcast.
Maybe we could do. I could compile all of my all-time favorite like TikToks or something, and we could make a compilation and react to them on a podcast. That'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of fun, and then that way we could put them up on the screen for people to see too.
Yeah. I've got a recording software I could do that with.
Yeah, I could screen record them, send them to you.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. That'd be really fun to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, you got anything else you want to talk about? I think that's it, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Thank you for tuning into Crafting Cars Happy Tuesday podcast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, we have these terrific new microphones that can.
I hope you enjoy the new microphones.
Yeah, they can really capture a lot.
Yes.
Maybe we should do
Crafting Cars ASMR.
ASMR.
You can get right up on the microphone. It's okay.
Oh, like right up on it. Wait, my lips.
You can talk really loud up into the microphone.
Okay,
you can whisper into it.
I know, but my lips just touched it. Would that make a noise?
The software that I run the audio through should actually help with any noise.
Okay, that sounds really good.
All right, guys, I'd like to thank you once again for tuning in to Crafting Cars.
Thank you so much for being loyal followers and listeners.
Yes, we really appreciate it. And make sure you check out next Tuesday's episode for Tuner Evolution content, where we walk around one of the hottest car shows in Minnesota. And then the Tuesday after that, I'm going to be trying a solo podcast, stepping out of my comfort zone. Will it go well? I don't know. Probably not, but we're going to give it a shot. And then I got some buddies I want to put on the podcast. I'd like to get Charlie Moore on the podcast, my friend Duovu on the podcast, and maybe Caleb Ness Fine Art that made that nice painting.
Oh, yeah, sick.
Thank you.
Bye.